So, hey there. We're not sure what's going on. Okay, yes, we do. We had a massive computer crash on my side, and it wiped out a few episodes of the anime podcast.
We lost what? We lost My Hero, we lost Samurai 7,
And Big O,
and Big O
along with a deep end recording
for Big
for
O.
Big O, and
A Movie Maker pod.
unfortunately, a really good episode of Movie Makers.
Movie Makers, aka A Thousand Monkeys at Typewriters.
Yeah. Granted, it's my issue. I've been sitting on it for about 2 weeks, and I haven't sent it to Orion because A, I kept forgetting, and B, whenever I did remember, I didn't have the time to send it to him. So that one was all my fault. Granted, I was going to get a backup drive the day after it happened. So, lots of unfortunateness going on.
Yeah, timing's been a bitch.
So, due to that, Brandon's Discuss Anime will be back in February with one Christmas episode coming out the Sunday before, which is yet to be revealed.
Yeah, we haven't even recorded that thing yet.
Nope. So even when February rolls around, movie makers will still be in proper rotation. At this point, I'm not too sure if it will be once a week, like bi-weekly. Any thoughts, Brandon?
I'm trying to think how it would work out. It it's an easier thing for us to put out. The only thing is just
Building up
once.
enough.
Yeah, I don't know what you do. Speaking difficult. I don't know what you want to do once Discuss Anime is back in place, and whether or not we keep doing that weekly or every other week. I'm not sure yet.
Yeah, depends.
Just because it takes time to watch all of the anime we need to, and if we're doing more recording, that's less time to watch.
And granted, we could easily spit out like 3 movie makers in a session.
Yeah, there's like no prep for that. We could just literally sit down and just shoot the shit with whatever pops up.
Yes. And another reason why Brandon Discuss Anime is coming in February rather than January. In January 11th, I am getting jaw surgery. So I will be out of the recording commission for 2 to 3 weeks. Hopefully no longer than that.
In the meantime, I may my plan is to try and get the stream up and going, the Twitch channel. That's the idea. I was planning to try and do that last year. Didn't wind up happening with all the weather and my main job causing me issues with like having to go out almost every other day. So as long as weather holds out this time, and or I end up getting another potential job, I should be able to make that happen. Especially since I don't have to sit down and watch a crap ton of anime in the meantime.
Well, my suffering is your victory?
Slightly. I mean, my income from you is going to dwindle in this, but otherwise...
It's just a month and a half.
Look, I'm just saying. That is my one downside because of that.
Yeah.
Although, but, it's fine.
Although
not like I didn't save the money.
Sorry. Although I do have a potential idea of stuff leading up to January 11th with a mini series of sorts about blending things because for about up to 8 weeks I will be on a mush diet.
Oh,
Yeah, the oral surgeon said 2 to 3 weeks of just milkshakes and drinkables, and then the next 5 weeks will be semi-solid. So I may do a blending video of sorts.
so when do you blend the iPhone into a delicious milkshake and drink it?
It's oh my god, I'm remembering Will It Blend. Is, is that what you were referencing?
I was not referencing that, but I know a couple of channels that do stupid shit with blenders.
Although I have oh god, how old is it? 4 to 5 year old Magic Bullet, that may not be the best thing to blend in. So I will do 4, maybe 5 episodes, maybe some when I'm still muffly, all mouth puffy from surgery.
So is there a point where I can make suggestions for what you put into that blender and taste?
Um, I, well, this is not weird concoctions. This is just average things put in a blender, seeing if I could consume it with ease, I guess.
I was honestly hoping for more like weird combinations that people wouldn't expect.
Um, I will put a scoop of peanut butter in the blender.
Do we add octopus?
No, we do not.
See, now you're no fun. Look, we need to take advantage of this opportunity and shove every single condiment into that blender, blend it, and see if it's any good.
Although I have been doing protein milkshakes, protein smoothies, whatever you want to call them, Mondays and Thursdays for the past 6 months now, just to work, like, get some protein in my diet, work out a bit, stuff like that. So I'm not a stranger to putting stuff in a blender.
What, dare I ask which protein shakes?
Um, it all depends on what was on sale and I have at the time.
Okay, so
I
so it's not like a regimented diet
no no no
of
no
like a
no
certain one.
no no no. I think the last one I got was Phase 5.
Okay.
Yeah, typically a scoop of protein powder. Since I have been getting chocolate the past 2 buckets, I add a scoop of peanut butter, a whole banana, and splash of water, splash of milk to like half cut down the calories and boost energy as I'm potentially running on a treadmill.
I don't know. I've never really found like the supplements that they do with that kind of thing. You know, I've never found it interesting.
Hmm.
I've never had the interest to try it. Maybe that's why I'm fat. Who knows?
Well, maybe if you would like mix other stuff in it, like berries and yogurt with a vanilla protein powder.
Now, see, here's the thing, right? And clearly we're getting on a tangent, but that's nothing new at this point. I've tried yogurt. I can't eat it. I have a weird immediate urge to throw up upon trying.
Is it
I don't know why.
consistency?
It might be the consistency. It might be like the weird aftertaste I get, I think.
Okay,
Like,
how about frozen yogurt?
I've been told I've eaten frozen yogurt before, but it's only been like vanilla or something, so it's always just been like custard to me. So I haven't had anywhere near the issue of that, but
Okay.
I haven't jumped to like crazy flavors that Froyo has or anything like that.
I wouldn't consider some flavors to be crazy because they have standard flavors. I think like this summer, I had cookie dough frozen yogurt, and it just tastes like cookie dough ice cream.
Hmm. Interesting.
So, trying to come back from the tangent,
The,
talking about,
rein it back in. Throw the lasso. Pull.
um, and come next year, and I know that we're shooting a little bit far down the line, we might have a other video series or two, depending on what Ryan is doing and if Andrew will ever come back. Because at Thanksgiving, he did mention the Cats in Space series and how
Hmm.
he really wants to start writing that. And that's something we were discussing last year at this time.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, here's part of the thing, and this is kind of why I would like want to get on it, and I want to just stop talking about it and do the damn thing with Twitch. Is just like that's the biggest problem, right? When you sit down, you talk about doing something, and it's easy to talk about it, and you
Yeah.
never end up doing it.
Uh-huh.
And I'm gonna go ahead and just say I took that from Plague of Gripes, my artist senpai. Um, and it's a great point. People love to talk about what they want to do, what they could do or should do,
Yeah.
and then just never follow through. Like
Mm-hmm.
that's the biggest difference between somebody that's successful and somebody that's not. You
Mm.
don't do it because you don't find out.
Yeah, I found that out Monday. Sunday, actually Sunday.
Yeah. Again, it's part of the reason why I was so like excited to start a channel like this. Is like it's been something I've been wanting to do, something I've been talking about doing. Now I have the opportunity to do it. I'm not gonna back down.
Yeah, yeah. Granted, we could have a bit more content because a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, when I was first starting off, I was planning on having a I think Ryan was doing like a puppet reads the news, which was originally going to be a puppet crank calling people on oh Chatulette.
I still say we should do puppet skits at some point. Just write stupid shit for puppets that is just ridiculous and just have skits with it.
Although
Like
I
even if it's just as like terrible puppets like sock puppets.
I think I was telling you about my like dark children's show with a puppet.
Yeah, I think we did talk about that a little bit actually.
So
Uh,
that may be coming next year. Um, definitely September or October, another Renaissance Fair video.
oh yeah, I have
Um,
more reasons to go there now than I did before.
yeah,
Just for
yeah.
the enjoyment. I have questions I need to ask leather workers.
hmm potentially April or May, we are going to go down to Philly and potentially have a Asian food video.
Actually, hold on a minute. Let me see something. Because I want to know when something takes place. Give me 1 second here. All right, so here we go. When does the Celtic Fling take place? Because that's the other one I've been curious about.
Is that in the same location as the Renaissance Fair?
It is, and that's why I'm curious about when it takes place. Let's see here. Which one is it? Homepage? Is that it?
Maybe.
I'm just trying to see. Oh, here we go. Let's try this.
Yeah, I'll just keep this part in because there's not enough of us naturally talking.
Just whining, right?
Yes.
All right. Oh, wow. It's in June. End of June. 22nd and 23rd.
Okay, so
Sorry,
maybe
21st, 22nd, and 23rd. Although for the 21st, it only opens at 4 p.m.
oh.
But the 22nd and 23rd, it's the regular time, like the fair, the Ren Fair is at 11.
Okay. So maybe we'll have that.
I'd be down. I'm
Oh,
curious. Like ever since we've been doing the Ren Fair again, I've been curious about this one too and what happens with that.
yeah, because they don't use that whole area like 9 months out of the year.
It is so weird that they wouldn't too. Like, I wouldn't say 9 months. I'd probably say closer to like 8, because
Okay.
like the Ren Fair runs every weekend for 3 months. I think it's September, October, and November it runs for.
I thought it was August,
Or no,
September,
August,
and
September,
October.
and
Mhm.
October. Sorry.
Yeah.
They run the Ren Fair, so that's 3 weekends out of each year, or 3 months out of each year. All of those weekends are packed with stuff.
And 12 minus 3 is 9.
Yeah, 12 minus 3 is 9, but then there's the other like 4 things that they have going on that are like a weekend apiece.
Oh, okay, okay. So they do have more
8.
things.
Well, yeah, the Celtic Fling is one. They have at least 2 other ones, and each of those I think are just a weekend.
Hmm.
So, about 8 months instead out of the year. Either way, it's a stupid amount of time that it's unused.
Yeah, yeah.
When there's so
there
much
could be
potential.
so more potential, like you said.
Yeah, there's the Brew Fest that happens there. Ooh, what is this? This is new. You know about this. Hold on. Murder at Mount Hope? What is this?
I think one of the guys
Eh?
from Men of Confidence was talking about that.
Happens at the end of April. Interactive dinner theater.
Yeah,
Huh.
do you remember one of the Men of Confidence was talking about it and how only one person in the entire audience got his joke?
Vaguely, yes. Okay, interesting, actually. So this is happening from February 1st to April 28th. Fridays, Saturdays, and select Sundays, and select weekends. So I don't know how it's decided, but that's interesting. Accept this invitation, the interactive culinary whodunit, enjoy a sumptuous 4-course meal and the opportunity to become a detective, interrogate the suspects, put clues together, and uncover the truth.
I think
This
the
feels
butler,
like This
the,
feels like a cool version of like an escape room almost.
the butler did it. I'm just here for the food.
You say that, and the butler just like lowers the tray. Yeah, you all, sir. And you're just eating the poisoned food.
Blah!
Oh God, beautiful. But yeah, it feels like there's way more they could do with that, because like that mystery thing, I think that would be restricted to like one building rather than like the whole area they have.
Oh, okay, I'm alive again.
Are you sure?
Yes.
I don't know.
You did have plans to do a Switch game down the line that may be on FIFA, that may be a special event kind of thing.
Might be a couple, especially since Nintendo's lifted their policies.
Mm-hmm. So
There might be
yeah,
more than one. So I was thinking, like, what? Do you want me to reveal those games now, or just silent on it?
It's not anything super secret, kind of like the anime podcast that can spoil Orion on it.
I mean, like, well, we were gonna do like Mario Party. I have Smash, and I think, no, I shouldn't say that. I'm pretty sure by the time this rolls around, I should have Mario Kart by then. So we might have a 3-way, like 2 out of 3, of who can win games.
Ooh. Well, if
A 2 out of 3 like triathlon of Nintendo.
Well, Ryan did mention that Zach may be on board for that. So we might need to come up with a better number.
Well, I mean, triathlon is the number of events, not the number of people.
I know that, but when you're saying best of three, if there's four
Sorry.
people,
Well, well, if there's 4 people, whoever wins 2 out of 3, you know?
but what if nobody wins two?
Well, then we got to figure out what we're going to do for a tiebreaker for the 2 people that are closest, or
Or
potentially 3.
yes.
And then the 4th person can just probably be involved and try to fuck them up.
Speaking about competitions, I'm also planning on getting a bunch of Japanese food and having a little taste test festival.
I'm scared.
It won't be anything bad.
Not to you, but to the rest of us?
Fried chicken, potentially.
Can we get Japanese KFC? I hear Japanese KFC is really good. And if you bring that, you might pull Tristan out of the woodwork. I say that, but I'm not joking. The man loves KFC. He puts Popeyes just barely underneath it, but he says KFC is still the best.
But I did have some of this stuff before, and although it's meant to be put on rice, it is delicious on crackers.
I just hope there's not Marmite in there, because my God, I've heard horrible things about how salty Marmite is.
Oh, I have not had Marmite, but I heard bad things about it too.
You know, it's funny. I was just watching a guy, and we got going on a tangent again, but I was watching a guy who was doing, with his wife, he was doing a 2 pence a day diet for a week. Or sorry, £2 a day diet for a week. So essentially the British equivalent of $2 each day. So $1 per person each day. And literally, I think it was like 5 days out of that 7-day week, he ate like a cheese and Marmite sandwich, and I'm just like, why? Why though? It's so disgusting. It's got to be so salty.
Yeah, I guess if you kind of salt lover, this might be good for you.
I can't. I just sit there and just be so disgusted at how salty it probably is.
Oh, that's another thing we could do. And I know that I'm taking a 270-degree turn here and just like jutting off on a random angle, but there is a Japanese, I don't want to say cookie, because it's more of a energy source. What is, Calorie Mate from Metal Gear Solid 3.
Oh, right. You've mentioned that before, yeah.
Yeah, that's a real thing, and parodied a lot in anime. I think somebody had Calorie Friend, Calorie Pal, Calorie Mate. They had a bunch of stuff, but maybe I could buy a pack of those, or a few boxes of those, and have like a taste test of those, like which is the best flavor.
So does Calorie Cuddler exist?
No, unfortunately.
Well, look, we need to make it then. Clearly, this is our opportunity.
You know what? I think I have some in my drawer because I just got a Japanese purchase with some of the furikake, so I am going to potentially grab one bar after the video is over. Yum yum.
Is it peanut butter flavored?
It's actually chocolate. They didn't have a peanut flavor. I think they had fruit, chocolate, and some 2 other, like plain, and I can't remember the other one off the top of my head.
obviously you're just gonna slap a big glob of peanut butter on there before you eat it.
No.
You're tempted, though. I can hear it in your voice.
Yes, because chocolate and peanut butter go really well together.
Oh my god. Too many peanuts.
Although, and I know another side tangent,
God
yes,
damn it.
some update video this is. Although we did do some updating, this is update and tangents. But Nestle has some Kit Kat box in Japan, like 35 different flavors available.
I mean, that would be amazing to try.
But what's interesting is, in Japan, flavors of candies and snacks are sometimes limited to certain regions of Japan. For example, and I'm not too sure if I'm combining fruit and district correctly, but Hokkaido is known for apples. Granted, they might not, but available in Hokkaido, apple-flavored Kit Kats. And other places in Japan, like, do you have those apple Kit Kats? They have apple Kit Kats? Because if you go to, like, Hiroshima, like, they won't sell apple Kit Kat. Or they might.
Hiroshima, do they have atom bomb flavor? No, I'm kidding. I'm being an asshole.
Too soon. Too soon.
Is there radiation flavor? No. You go to Chernobyl. Is there radiation flavored Kit Kats here? I don't know. I dug this one up from the site. You know, old. Maybe it has it. Might be from then.
I will become the Hulk! Crunch.
It's like, I don't know. Here you go, kid. $15? Sure. Crack it open. It's just glowing green on the inside.
I am Bruce Banner now! Roar!
Just turns into the Crimson Chin.
Oh my god.
Except the chin's green.
What was his power, actually?
Super chin strength, I guess? I don't remember.
Damn, that show was weird.
He had, like, generic superpowers, and he beat people with his giant chin.
And another tangent here, I'm just remembering of one superhero from the 40s, I think Captain Amazing, who had super strength, super speed, and the ability to turn into a green mist.
I mean, I can't say it's not useful, but the fact that it's green makes it conspicuous.
But super strength, super speed, green mist. One of those
Green
three...
doesn't really reflect what he is.
Right!
I'm gonna turn into this green mist!
Oh,
boy.
damn it! Speaking about that, I also lost the Star Wars movie poster reaction. Damn it!
Oh fuck, I forgot you recorded that separate.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Damn it.
So, yeah, do we want to mention what some of the upcoming plans are then, once everything's back on schedule, potentially?
We kind of did throughout the earlier parts of this, but maybe we should recap down now that we've been talking for close to half an hour.
Close to half an hour.
Yes.
Yeah, so just to, like, recap for people that have listened to this long and just forgotten what the fuck any of this was, you know, the probably, like, one person that's still there out of the 3 people that listen to us.
From the random stream of consciousness that they just experienced. So, starting in December, no Brandon's Discuss Anime until the 23rd, I believe. Yes, which will be our Christmas episode / season 3 finale.
Mm-hmm.
When are
after
you
that, it'll be, the end of February when we come back with that?
Maybe middle of February.
Okay. Mid to
Depending,
late February, we'll be back with season
mhm.
4,
Yeah,
quote
depending on
unquote.
how soon I can record
Hmm.
and how often we can get everybody together after that.
In the meantime, we'll put out Movie Maker while we can.
Hmm.
Um, Ideally, that can last as long as we need it to into the season 4, and after which I'm not quite sure exactly how often it'll be coming out. At minimum, we want to try weekly.
At this
Um,
point, we do.
yeah.
When will you start streaming?
Um, Based on what's going on, so long as the weather holds this coming week as of this recording, I should
So,
be finished with everything at the end of this week. Um,
so potentially,
so
uh,
potentially late December, like after Christmas is what I'm thinking.
okay, okay.
Just so that way I can get everything set up the way I like,
Hmm.
uh, and just try to get through everything else. Because if by the end of this week, it'll be what? We're recording this on the 8th, so 15th is next Saturday.
Hmm.
So that'll give me about a week and a half to, yeah, well, week and 3, maybe 2 weeks. So maybe the
Okay,
29th, I'll try
okay,
to start having that all set up and ready to put out.
okay.
So at the very minimum, at the very most, by January, I will be streaming is the plan.
And you'll do that even when we get back into Brandon's Discuss Anime. Potentially.
So long as I'm not crammed with a bunch of stuff to do, yes.
Okay, okay,
Um, Again, it's got to come down to like, because that if anything's gonna get cut, I feel like it's gonna have to be that.
okay.
Because with Brandon's discuss anime, I'm gonna have to sit down and watch the anime, which depending on what it is, that could be lengthy.
Uh-huh.
Um, and if we
Oh,
move it to
okay.
not bi-weekly, by every other week, let's go with that. If we do that, it'll help, and
Uh-huh.
I can probably still stream
Yeah.
continually.
And you said that once the spring anime season kicks off, we might have single episode reviews for current anime, maybe?
For current anime we've already started watching, for instance, My Hero Season 4 might be getting a weekly
Uh-huh.
episode review.
Food Wars,
Food
One Punch
Wars,
Man,
yep. I'm
Made in
trying to,
Abyss.
I will also be doing a review of the Broly movie when it hits in January, as well as the new Code Geass one, so long as it hits a movie theater nearby.
Because I think Broly is dropping the 15th.
It's early January.
I know
Uh,
it's like a few days after my jaw surgery, so
Let me see here. Broly release date? What release date is the Broly's?
I'm pretty sure it's the 15th.
16th.
16th.
Yep.
16th. So, unfortunately, I would love to see that, but I cannot see that.
Yep.
Because
I will
I'm not too
definitely go
sure.
see that.
Yeah, I'm not too sure if I will want to feel like moving that much.
Mm-hmm. Where's this one?
Um, and then sometime before January, sometime after, during February, we will be doing the potential special episodes of all the Nintendo Switch games.
Yes. That is the plan, at least.
Yeah, I don't know when that's dropping. If I can get some time during December to
Mm-hmm.
hang out with Orion, we will be recording that.
Yeah.
I will be doing the blended food episode at random points during this month and potentially in January if I'm up up to recording in January.
Mm-hmm.
I already have two ideas in my mind for that.
Come on, man. Look, all right, I'm going to steal a show idea from Reckless Eating, all right? Can we start doing a series called Peanut Better? Where adding peanut butter makes things better or not.
Oh, peanut butter.
Where we go in, we give you, like, say, a lovely broiled lobster, and we add peanut butter to it and see if it tastes better.
I'm trying to think about that. No, because honestly, because I'm thinking of like peanut sauce in Japan. But then again,
I mean, those are two different consistencies, but sure.
yes. There's all the Japanese food videos that are coming in April-ish.
Well, look, here we go.
Maybe.
We can give you a hamburger. We can slap peanut butter on it and see if it tastes peanut better.
Dude, I've done that before. It's good. It's really good.
God fucking damn it. All right, fine. How about this then? We give you a delicious, let's go with Black Diamond steak and slap peanut butter on it and see if it tastes peanut better.
I don't want to keep shooting you down or like making you.
Don't tell me you've done that.
No, I'm not much of a steak guy. I like steak, but I don't love steak. I'm sorry. I'm more like a nice broiled chicken breast rather
All right,
than
fine.
steak.
How about this? All right, we take chicken noodle soup, stir in some delicious peanut butter, and see if that's better.
Okay.
I'm honestly curious if it would dissolve well enough in that. I don't know. Anyway, we're getting on more tangent.
Yay, tangents!
Why? Why does this keep happening?
This was initially going to be a 15-minute video.
You can see how well that turned out.
Huzzah!
Oh my god, why? Why does this happen?
Because we're Reckless Amoeba Productions.
This is what happens when we're too reckless. The tangents
Yes.
take over the show.
Oh, and potentially coming in sometime early next year, we will have a secondary mascot. If
Oh
you
my
can
God.
draw her.
Oh my... I'm sorry. I just realized something.
What?
Also, yes to that. I will hopefully have her finished while I'm working on other shit with the Twitch channel. But yes, hopefully I'll be able to finish her up at the same time.
Okay.
I just realized what we could do. All right.
What?
But now, look. This is just being thrown out there as an idea. There's nothing to say that this is actually going to happen. But here's a skit idea live on camera right now, or on mic, whatever.
Okay.
What if, all right, we sit down like at a table and start discussing things, right? And the camera flips around to each of our faces as we're discussing these things, okay? And when we suddenly start breaking into tangents, we start changing to fit those tangents.
Like, what do you mean?
Like, for instance, we start talking about, like, say, a video game, right? Better yet, we start talking about a video game, all of a sudden something shoots off into a tangent about peanut butter or something, and then there's peanut butter in front of us. Or if we start talking about a character, one of us
that.
starts looking like that character.
I like that.
Like, the tangents... Even better, right? The tangents keep mounting. So, like, we're talking about a character, one of us looks like that character, and then all of a sudden we move on to a different character, and now he's got a wig on top of a wig to make him look like both characters at the same time.
So are you saying he's a Yakuza clown?
See, right there, all right? Now you'd be dressed as a clown. Now we get on to talking about, like, let's say Devil May Cry, and now you'll have a white, like, long-haired wig on.
Oh.
And, like, a red overcoat on top
Oh.
of the clown suit and fluffy-haired wig. and nose.
Oh my god, so many layers.
Exactly. The tangents just layer upon each other as we go. Until the point of just like the podcast, like we get to the point where like we're at the end of the video and we just say, well, I guess that's it for this time. And as we get up to walk away, everything's just gone. We're just back to normal. Because the tangents are done. Or when we try to get up, everything just falls off of us as we're trying to get up. Keyword trying, because I don't know how many layers are there going to be by the end of it. Like we get up all stiff clothes. It's like we're bundled away like we're in Alaska just trying to move with all these layers on. Potentially falling over.
You know,
somebody help me. These shoes are too tight.
You know, I got kind of hungry, so I'm going to eat my calorie mates now.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh. All right. I think we've lost everyone at this point. Maybe. That last person that was paying attention is gone now.
Maybe. So, stay with Reckless Amoeba Productions.
Please?
Please. I will I will reward these guys when we hit 100 subscribers. So,
Ooh.
Tell your friends so that I can spend more money.
so that it's worth spending more money on.
Okay, I think I may have told you this before, but I'll take you guys out to my favorite restaurant. That's a...
Wow, so generous. It sounds like you're treating yourself. No, I'm kidding. I'm being an asshole.
But dude, the place is amazing. I sent you the picture of my beef and bacon sandwich. That's a damn good beef and bacon sandwich there.
I'm not arguing, you notice. I'm just being an asshole. Oh, God.
Oh, man. So...
It's over. It's over.
Yeah, this was a really long update video, and hopefully the next update video will be just as amusing.
Hopefully.
Oh my god, somebody really needs to animate that.
Every time you do that during the tangent, you just start looking more like Rook Ouija. You get the green hat and the long hair and a beard. You come back when you do it the second time, there's an axe slung over your back with a bow.
And then, in after images, a Let's Ghost will be floating behind me.
I mean, I was going to say on the third one, you have the banner with you. It's just behind you now.
Oh, damn it.
Alright.
Okay.
End it now. It's gone too long.
Okay, ending. See ya.
Bye.